sick add-on. Blue collar life. Parking lot overlanding. Alright, today's topic: why it's nice to have a van when you work a manual labor job. I work with about 100 people, not including the drivers, and in this facility there's 2 microwaves and 1 freezer for all of us to share. Of course, the important people are in the office, they have their own stuff, but for us normal workers, 2 microwaves and 1 freezer. I work with a bunch of lazy people, and even though they're lazy, I try to stay positive. I try to tell myself, you know what, maybe in real life they're decent people. I was wrong. Since I work a manual labor job, I'm not a rich. This is my cheap freezer fridge combo, Joy Tudis. It says -16, and it's actually 4 degrees in there, which isn't bad, but it's definitely not -16, but enough to keep my stuff frozen. So since I'm not a rich, I buy great value stuff, you know, from Walmart. So one day I bring ice cream and I was gonna share with my friends, and I forgot about it. So I was leaving the building, I said, oh, I forgot my ice cream, and I had like 4 or 5 in there still. So I said, you know what, like I said, I always figure I work with good, decent people. They ended up taking my ice cream, all of them, not even one ice cream. They took them all, like all 4 or 5 of them. And it's like this, man. If you saw that in the freezer and you were like, man, I really need an ice cream right now, I would have appreciated it if they left me a note and said, yo bro, I'm sorry, I got really hungry, left me $1 or something, even $1, anything, just leave me a bag of chips, you know what I mean? No, they took it. So it's probably a bunch of dudes handing them out to their friends. They're probably like, hey guys, ice cream on me, and they're passing it out. So I said, okay. And then the next day I go there, box is empty. So the next day I put some water bottles in there, fill them up so there's some weight to the box, and I tape up the box and I leave a note, stop stealing people's food. And then I came back the next day, the box was torn open. Like, I taped it up, they tore that box open again. So I'm like, man, this is the type of people I work with here. So I got more stories later, but yeah, there's my ice cream right there. And yeah, I got my own microwave. Let me show you guys my microwave. Van for the win. Out of all my sick add-ons, my least used one is my awning. Used it 1 time in 3 years. Porch light, motion sensor, I like that. The traction boards are to be determined. Murphy's Law, right? If I don't have them with me, I get stuck. If I have them with me, I don't get stuck, because the universe doesn't want me to use my sick add-ons to do a demo with them on YouTube. So here's the thing about a manual labor job. When you accomplish things, it's rewarding. But man, you deal with a lot of BS. So this is what my job is. I work on the van lines. What that means is it's just a bunch of small trucks like this lined up with all the boxes in them. So people unload them, and then if there's something oversized meaning bigger than the conveyor belt, wider than the conveyor belt, or overweight meaning 75 pounds or heavier, I collect them. So that's my job, to drive around, collect them. I drive this little electric car with some trailers, so I have to collect that. So the people unloading for me are 4 females. I got 4 females unloading for me on 2 different van lines. How many trucks per van line? Maybe like 20 trucks per van line. So something like that. Maybe more, maybe 40. Never actually counted it. But so I got 4 females working with me. My friend, he has 4 males and a female. So he has 5 people working with them. So my friend doesn't like who he's paired up with because they're lazy. They're a bunch of dudes that are lazy. They just they sandbag. So he gets annoyed working with them. So when he has nothing to do, he works with me. He helps the ladies on my van line pull out all the heavy stuff. So the other day, his direct manager didn't like that. I can't stand his direct manager. This guy's a little munchkin. What's that movie? The Chocolate Factory? The little chocolate workers. That's who he reminds me of. But he tells my friend, hey, no more helping the women. You have to help the men. I'm not making this up, dude. I'm like, am I hearing this? So he told my friend, the men are struggling. They need you. I'm like, what's going on here? So, yeah, my friend's not allowed to help the ladies on my van line anymore. He has to help the men because they need him. They're struggling. Yeah, I could talk about it more, but it explains itself. You go figure that out in the comments. What's going on here? Why do a bunch of dudes need a big, strong man like my friend to help them out? And here I am paired up with 4 females. He has 4 dudes and a girl, so he has an extra person over me. But the men on his van line, man, they're struggling. They need a man to help them. They need a hand. I'm still on my policy of not volunteering on my days off. So, yeah, I'm about to enjoy my weekend here, and I hope you guys do the same. Content. I'll upload this tonight. I'll work on this. I'll edit this tonight. You guys have a good one. This is my my goal, man. Hit 100,000 subscribers someday. Retire young. I'm gonna put in the work.